Hey everybody, it's Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on a weekend cruise just about every weekend. And this weekend, I am back on Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas, staying in a sister stateroom to one that I stayed in last week. That one room was 1804. This one is 1854. So they are very close to each other. They're only like 4 or 5 doors apart, but they are the only two Ocean View Panoramic Suites. No balcony with these, but the views are incredible. The video I did of 1804 was in the evening, so if you want to check that out, I'll pop a little tag up here for it. But this one's going to be during the day, so you can actually look out these massive windows at the very forward section of the ship to see what this view is going to be look like if you go with 1804 here on Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas, that Ocean View Panoramic Suite. So here is that stateroom 1854. This is going to be your Ocean View Panoramic Suite. If you look right down here to the right, you're going to see its sister room. So there are only 2 of these staterooms on this class of ship. The other one, 1804, that I just stayed in 2 weekends ago, is right down there. And here we're going to walk on into 1854. We are at the very forward section of the ship. So if you are coming here and you want to be close to the food, for instance, that's all the way at the other end of the ship. Luckily, it is it's a freedom class, so it's not going to be too terribly big for you. But the thing that makes this room special is going to be these bunk beds right here. It has its own bunk room. There are other cruise lines and other ships that absolutely have bunks built within them that'll come out of the ceiling. You can have an interior room, believe it or not, and pull down a bed for somebody to sleep on. It is very tight when you do that, so it's really neat that kiddos or maybe teenagers have their own spot here. They're each going to have an individual light in here that you can turn on and off, though the lighting not the best in this room. And they're going to have their own little miniature closet over here that, you know, is probably more than enough for just me. I've got extra towels up there. I think those are probably hidden for purposes, but if you're here and you want to use them, sure, they're free game. But if you've got 4 or 6 people staying in this room, you might really need those extra towels. Coming on back around, you'll see that it has a desk on it. So if you checked out 1804, the video I made, you'll want to see this chair here. It is a step up from the other one that I had, but you're going to have your shelving over here on the left, and you're also going to have the safe down here too. The refrigerator in this room is directly below all that, and I say refrigerator, it is a cooler at the end of the day. So it is not going to keep things extremely cold, but it's not a bad setup. You're also going to have some of your menus, and the Kleenexes that I don't recommend using are going to be in this drawer here. One of the perks of being in the Ocean View Panoramic Suite is it is a true suite and comes with suite privileges. So if you want to order room service from the main dining room, you can do that and have it delivered to your room. Downside, no balcony in this room to go out there and eat that on, which is something that I do enjoy doing. But you can sit in the living room area here and enjoy that. So the chair here is redone, which is very nice. I like the color on it. The wood's still pretty chipped, but at the end of the day, it's a huge step up from what we had last time. And you're going to have that black hair dryer. This one seems to be doing a little bit better than the one I had last time, but good storage space in this room. And of course, everybody's favorite, the Lavazza coffee machine. Lots of questions that I'm getting recently. Does it do boiling water? The answer to that is yes. They have tea up here. So if you want to just do a tea, you can absolutely bring that to the table as well and make that with the machine. Water, hot topic these days, right? So this is what I've gotten for getting on board. I've got 3 bottles of water that came to me in the plastic container, and then I've got a Velamo spring water one that was delivered in a glass bottle. I don't really understand who's giving me what. I think the plastic ones come from the Crown and Anchor Society potentially, but good storage space up here. And you're going to see that you've got my mixers and elixirs that I like to hide away up top. My little friend from the merchandise store, so if you want to head on over to theweekendcruiser.com, some really cool things over there, including the merchandise store. And here, I'm going to go and call out, this is my 10-foot cord that I love to have, but you will very quickly see that my 10-foot cord does not work in this room because my bed is over there. So it does not reach the bed, and of course, there is no plug over by that bed. So we'll talk about that when we get over there. Couch here, though, does pull out. I took a nap on here the first day that I got here, and I really enjoyed this couch. I threw a quick pillow up there. Looks like that top section might be a little cattywampus right now, but that's an easy fix. But it does, you can see, it's gonna pull out right down here. You see where the little ledge is. You can pull that out and easily turn it into the bed. And I found that this version normally sleeps pretty good. You're also going to have 2 chairs that you can hang out with. So if you wanted to have friends over, have an entertaining space, this is a really good room to do that. And your TV here is on the other side for now, or the TV swivels. So if you wanted to put the TV on the other side of the room, you can just turn it and it will go to the other side. If you are in rocky seas, which do not happen often, they've got a latch here so that is not going to be swinging all over the place if it gets too terribly rough out here. You're going to also have your full king-size bed over here. This can, of course, you can see down here, be split out into 2 twins if you need to use it for that capacity. 2 small nightstands on each end of your bed with the individual lights. No individual reading lights on this one. There's just one on switch. That's all that you're going to get. The master button over there above the telephone does control the lighting to the room. And you'll see that my solution for not having a cord over here is I bring my own battery pack. So this is something, I actually need to charge it, but it's an Anchor battery pack. That's the manufacturer that I personally go to for my battery needs. And my Manta sleep mask, because you've seen these windows a little bit peeking every now and again. There's a lot of light that can come into this window, and so that really helps me sleep very, very well. So you're gonna have closet space here, closet space. It is, you know, I prefer the junior suite closet space better than what you're gonna find in a grand room. There's plenty of it here, but I just love the walk-in closet of a junior suite. But this is not shabby. Should you need life vests in those rare events of an emergency, you can get that up there. And of course, plenty of space for bags, because I bring, for a weekend cruise, you think I'd learn to pack a little bit less, but between technology and, you know, a couple of changes of outfits, boom, I'm already at 3 suitcases. The one full-size mirror over here, hey there everybody, or you can see the other mirror at the desk. And I'm gonna come over here to the first half bathroom. So, because you can have 4 to 6 people in this room, this is a huge feature that you can get an extra bathroom. It does not have a shower in it. I am fine with that. But if you've got 6 people in here, just having the extra commode here, toilet, is a really nice touch. More storage as well down below. No storage in the mirrors in this one. But again, I mean, most rooms do not have a half bath for you to use. If you come over to the other side, you'll see where the full bathroom is. And so this full bathroom is a normal balcony-sized bathroom. So because you do get the half, you give up the tub that's going to come with a junior suite or with a grand suite and higher. So it's a little bit of an odd room because, and there's only 2 of them, but you have the classic plastic shower doors here. You do have the upgraded toiletries in the room. So these are the Goats and Malin that they provide, which I personally like. One of these is the cilantro hair conditioner. And to me, you all know that I hate cilantro. So I am glad that cilantro has found its proper place in a soap dispenser, because that's exactly what it tastes like. And you're gonna have plenty of storage over here on the left as well. The one here does open up, but that's where they keep the cleaning brush. So I never really keep anything in there. It's kind of tight. But if you had something you did want to really make sure it was hidden, that would be the spot for it, and some more storage. So now let's walk over here and see, what do these views look like? So this, I kept the blinds closed because it is a lot of light that will come in. But if I open this up, I can kind of show you what it looks like from up here. I mean, unfortunately, we're not facing Coco Cay. That would have been a really awesome video, but this is not bad. We've got the Oasis of the Seas directly beside of us. You could see all the linemen out here earlier today getting the ships tied up first thing in the morning. For sail away, this is a great spot to be at because you had people crowded down there on that helipad, and here I am standing in my room looking at all of them. But it is such an amazing view up here. This is one of the big things that people love about this cabin, is the sheer view that you get from it. Especially if you're traveling to, you know, I'd say somewhere like Alaska or somewhere that's going to be a colder area spot. This is also a really cool place to be able to view what you're looking at without being outside in the elements. And I just think that it's neat. You've got some people harnessed up over here that are working outside of the bridge over on Oasis of the Seas. So they are always doing maintenance on these ships. All right, everybody. So that is the Royal Caribbean Liberty of the Seas Stateroom 1854. It is an Ocean View Panoramic Suite, no balcony, that you can find here. There are 2 of them, so if you're interested in looking at this one Or maybe it's 1804 that really piques your interest. Take a look at that video here. All right, this is Brandon the Weekend Cruiser. Hoping to see you on a weekend cruise soon.